Hi guys, I'm Kiersten from Lambie's Nursery. I have a lot of babies behind me for once. I have Summer and Kinsley behind me, and then I'm holding Paisley. And today I wanted to talk to you about something it's a confession. I have a confession to make. I've been lying to you guys for a while. So a lot of you guys, especially on TikTok, you guys like to ask me, who was your first doll? And I've been lying this whole time. See, what I like to tell you guys is that Paisley was my first doll, because I have this cute little story of how I got her, how I adopted her with Ethan at a food court, and how excited I was about her coming. But she wasn't my first reborn doll. So I think it was 3 or 4 months before I got Paisley. I was on eBay looking for a reborn doll because I did want one. I really wanted a reborn doll, and I had for a while. And I was looking on eBay and I found a doll for $200. And we've talked about this before, but to get a quality reborn doll that is just amazing, like looks super realistic, a lot of the time you have to spend more than a little bit of money. Now, this doll, it was cute, like really cute, but when I got her, she looked like the pictures on eBay, but she also wasn't what I expected when I looked at everybody's YouTube videos and Instagram pictures of reborn dolls. She just was not what I was expecting, and she didn't grab my heart at all. Not at all. I just was not attached to her. I never put a single video up of her on YouTube. I only even have a few pictures of her, and I will make sure to put those pictures up probably right around here. But yeah, I didn't do a box opening with her. I didn't do any routines with her. There is no proof she ever exists on YouTube because I never put anything up of her. I don't know. I had a lot of things going on in my personal life at that time, but also I just wasn't attached to her. I kind of wanted to get a reborn just to see if I would like it, and I think I really should have picked a reborn I connected to, and that's a big tip I have for anybody starting into the reborn hobby is research. Not only to make sure you don't get scammed, but make sure you get something you like. Like, really look for dolls that strike your heart. These dolls are expensive. It's hard to get one just to get one. You really need to look at it and be like, wow, that's gonna make me so happy. That doll is beautiful. The doll I got, I will say it was beautiful. She wasn't for me. She didn't belong to me, if that made sense. I don't know. She just wasn't right for me. And so a lot of you guys also ask me about bonding. Maybe this is a good video to talk about that. Bonding with the doll is a way of saying like how attached you are to a doll, how interested you are in it, and how much you love it in a sense. And a lot of people will talk about losing the bond or no longer being interested in a doll. And I know if you're new to the hobby, that's confusing. Or if you're losing a bond with the doll, you just might not know what to do. So I have lost the bond with a few dolls. For me, it kind of depends on the doll. It's really hard to explain why some dolls I just will not get attached to and others I will. And then I even go through phases with dolls. Like Paisley is the doll I'm like closest to, but I will go a while without even picking her up. And I think for some people you have to recognize maybe you're a type of person like me who will go through phases. Like they can be your best doll, but sometimes you just don't want to hold them. Or for some people, they know, like if they haven't held a doll in a week, it's just gone and they won't be interested in the doll again. I think it takes some experimentation and like getting used to yourself in the hobby to figure out what kind of collector you are in those regards. And there are some people who never lose a bond. Like they will hold that doll every day for the rest of their life. Like it just depends on the particular person. But for me, here are my suggestions for bond is be easy on yourself. Don't feel guilty if you're not as interested in the doll. There are a lot of reasons you might not be interested. They might remind you of someone. You might have a lot of stress going on, whether that be work or school, or life could be busy with good things too. Life gets chaotic, and it can be hard to want to play dolls when there's a lot going on. So definitely don't shame yourself. Another thing, maybe go get them a special outfit, whether that be a new one or something you already have. Go wash it with like your favorite good smelly detergent or whatever you put on clothes that make them smell good. But I have like this special detergent I like. And go put that on and put that on the doll when it's done in the washing machine. And that really helps me because I like smells. And there's also like these little wafer things the artist puts in my dolls, and I love that. Like getting a fresh one really helps me bond with the doll. It's just something about smells that helps me bond. Another thing is spending time with them. Even if you're not drawn to wanting to spend time with them, but you really want that bond back, I highly suggest go spend some time with them. Go cuddle on the couch. Go for a little walk. Do whatever makes you happy with that doll. But also, for me, one thing I've noticed, I get super attached to my open-eyed expressive babies more than anything else. So the June kit, the Heidi kit, Paisley's kit, these are probably the dolls I have the strongest bond with because they are expressive and open-eyed. Like, I love my sleepers. I absolutely love my sleeping dolls, but I know I don't have the strongest bond with them. And there's nothing wrong with that. And there are also a lot of people where the peaceful sleepers, those are the ones they're drawn to. I would say a lot of finding out what you bond with and most things in this doll hobby are a lot of experimentation to figure out what makes you happiest and what works for you. I wish there was just like a manual or a handbook we could go to figure this all out and be like, okay, this, and this work, and this, and this don't work. But we're all different humans, so there's no handbook. It's just a matter of figuring out what works for you. But let's say none of those worked. You spent some time with it, you washed its clothes, you did everything, and none of that's working. For me, what I usually do when none of that has worked is I might put the doll away for a few months and then decide if I'm going to sell it, give it to a friend, or keep it in my collection. There's a doll I don't have a bond with at all, and she has pretty much sat in a closet for a long, long time. And I'm afraid to sell her because selling, y'all have seen some of my older subscribers have seen some of my videos, and I kind of have bad luck with selling. I will take a million pictures. I will do everything I can think of to make sure it's a good selling experience, and then something goes wrong. Usually it's people who want to be able to keep the doll and keep their money, which really sucks. So selling is kind of sketchy and makes me nervous. But for some people, they have had only amazing experiences selling, so it's gone really well for them. So for those people, I'm really happy for them. I wish I was one of them. So I will keep them for as long as I can before I'm just like, I can't do it anymore. They can't just sit here taking up space in a closet. A really good friend of mine, I totally admire that she does this. She'll give hers to the nursing homes, and I think that is phenomenal because these dolls really help those who don't have anybody else or are going through Alzheimer's and dementia. So I think that's just phenomenal that she does that. One thing I did recently was I had an old Paradise Galleries doll. I had no interest in it, and my mom was doing a yard sale, so I brought the doll to the yard sale, and I was like, I'll sell it for $25. And then I saw this little girl there, and she only had $10, and I knew that because, that's what was in her hands. I was like, here, have her for 10. You can pick out however many clothes you want for her too, and have her and have a good life with her. So I've done that, and that made me really happy. And I've also done giveaways with dolls that I was no longer bonding with. I think I have given away maybe, I want to say 3 dolls that I didn't have a bond with anymore. And That went good once. That went good once. The other time, I also have videos about that. That one, yeah, people were telling me that they were going to come to my house and unalive me because they did not win the giveaway. So I'm not sure about giveaways right now. But anyways, for some people, giveaways totally work. Or selling the doll, or giving it to a nursing home. There are lots of options if you do lose the bond with the doll and you don't think you're going to give it back. But I think I was going on a point when I was talking about the doll in the closet. I did that with a different doll where I put her in a closet for a little while. And I brought her out of the closet and I was like, oh my gosh, how could I have ever done that to you? I love you so much and I missed you. Where have you been? You know? And that was really cool. So for me, I never know what's going to happen. Because it's actually really funny. I have an expressive doll in the closet that I'm not sure what to do with. And a peaceful sleeper came out of the closet and I was like, oh my gosh, I miss you so much. Life's just funny like that. Anyways, I just kind of wanted to get that off my chest. Like, I'm sorry for lying to you guys. I guess I never really wanted to talk about that original doll because I just never had the bond and I was embarrassed by that. Now I don't think it's a thing to be embarrassed about, but I did back then for some reason. And I guess it's like any other lie. Once the snowball starts rolling down the hill, it just gets bigger and bigger and bigger, and soon you feel like you can't get out of it. And that's how that lie felt. It felt like it was a snowball, and I had to just keep saying, oh, Paisley's my first one. I love her so much. I've always had this awesome bond. I've never had anything bad happen with a bond in my first doll. Nope. Which is really silly. I could have and should have told you guys, and I'm sorry. Anyways, guys, thanks for being here. Thanks for being so sweet. I love talking to you guys and hanging out with you guys. You really make my day. And I hope you're having an awesome day. If you want to help support me and this channel, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Maybe share this video with some friends if you think they'd enjoy it. And please stay safe out there. Remember, you matter, you are valuable, and you are so loved. Bye, guys. Thanks for being here.